Alright, so the next dad that I'm interested in actually surprises me a bit. It's actually Robert. I don't know why. It's something about... ultimately, I'm not really into the bad boys at all, especially not in real life. But when it comes to fictional stories, like fictional games or visual novels and things like that, I find that the bad boys tend to be interesting in that there's something about them that makes them more complex and deeper characters. You know, that Robert strikes me as the Sam of this group. If you've ever played or watched someone play the Seduce Me series, I really love Sam a lot. Again, and a lot of that is because he's the bad boy, but when you really get to know him, there's more to him than that, way more. And I feel like Robert is going to be the same way, which is kind of tropey, but it's still enjoyable and it's still cool, and a lot of us are like a sucker for it. So we're gonna go and hang out with Robert, who we, by the way, did not go home with. And I heard through the grapevine that actually might be better for his romance if you choose to, you know, show a little restraint. So let's go and message Robert and see what his story is about. I am curious about him because I think of all of the dads, he seems to be the one that we know the least about. He's the most mysterious, and I guess that's probably a very enticing, one of the most enticing things about his character is that he's shrouded in ministry. That's Joe. Robert was pretty nice, a little odd, but nice, and ruggedly handsome, I will say that. We should hang out. I tap out a message to him on Dad Book. Hey, Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Want to grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says that he read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. Twiddle my thumbs, watch cat videos on the internet. I'm watching some videos. I'm not just gonna sit there twiddling my thumbs. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos, and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, jeez, Dad Hark Dad, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dad Book to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. Wow, this is a really short date. I might as well make the best of my day. I get up, walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV. Oh, Food Channel. Definitely the Food Channel, by default. Pretty much I like background noise when it comes to the TV, especially in college. And there were two channels that were my go-to. The Food Channel and the Disney Channel were my two. That shouldn't be surprising to a lot of you. Ooh, Meat Hell is on? You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include these ingredients: steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you are unable to finish cooking, or if any of these ingredients are absent from the dish, we will release the wolves. Wow, that's pretty intense. Oh my god. I'm not kidding. Please help us. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for old Chef Angel to cook a gourmet delicacy. I have a feeling he's not as big into cooking as I am. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Make a sandwich. Microwave some eggs. Mustard jar. Really, Dad Hark? Really? Microwave some eggs. Although I did find out from my coworker a neat trick on how to poach eggs in the microwave, which is actually pretty cool. Make a sandwich, I guess? I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? The Standwich? A lost art. Beautiful. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. No! I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. 5-second rule, right? I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong. In my mouth. Wait, I am a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off above the door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spend a couple minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I am ready to dunk. Come on and slam. I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. He's on fire. I pull up from the three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. Whatever that means. I don't speak sports. Help. And I forgot the rest of the words to the song. No look behind the back, hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something Space Jam? Dude, Space Jam. I manage to just barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. Then we cook dinner together. We're proud of ourselves, so we're not even coming close to burning down the house. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into the carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament.
What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with brown sugar demi-glace with creme fraiche. Of course. Wow, these toddlers are intense. This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Wow, this is hilarious. I'm really enjoying Robert's date, even though Robert hasn't even appeared yet. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes, Amanda. Yes, we are. Yes! Just then, my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dad Book. It's a message from Robert. Who'da thunk? You up? What does that mean? Oh, WYD. Oh gosh, I don't even know what that means. WYD. Oh, what are you doing? What you doing? Yeah, that's okay. I got it. It took me a little bit of time, but I got there. I got to it eventually. What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. I'm just chilling. I'm watching television with my granddaughter, just working on my motorcycle. I'm gonna follow. Amanda's a pretty good, wing girl. I'm just chilling. I type back, just chilling. Amanda deletes the G and hits send. Of course, chilling. Just chillin'. It'll make you look cooler. A couple moments pass by, another message pops up.
Hey!
Wanna grab a drink? Okay. Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kinda late.
Huh.
Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living, with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You are trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Ugh, fine. I type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim's and Kim's? Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's the only outfit you've been wearing this entire time. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. It would be nice if we actually had the option of changing our outfits throughout this story. Would love that. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey, man, how's it going? Hey, buddy. Oh, ahoy there, Skipper. Mary? Robert and Mary are here. Uh-oh. I brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy. Ah, man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? Beer, something tropical, whiskey straight up. I'm something tropical. I like my drinks fruity.
Huh.
What? Do I look like a toucan? Welcome to the Robert party. Something tells me and Robert are not going to hit this off. I think the Robert train is leaving me behind. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. That was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching.
Oh.
What? The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, alright. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So, where are we headed? Irish I were drinking. It's an Irish pub. Cute. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Hark. Try harder. Ouch, am I gonna be the butt of the joke all night? Jesus, Mary and Joseph. We're literally in this game. Put your fangs away for a second. Wow. Cool. It's green. Like Margarita Zone. We walk into Irish I were drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? Whiskey hasn't failed me. Beer might be good. Do they make fruity Irish cocktails? I don't think Robert and I are going to hit this off at all. He really does not approve of my drinking. And if he doesn't approve of my drinking, then we're definitely not a love connection. Nope. This is going to be my first F. My first F date, which is fine. It's in character. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and settles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey! Hark, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back in, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen this guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. So, Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweatshirt gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie, and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad and blah, blah, blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was going to be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them the time had stopped. Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What? You know, the devil's lettuce? I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now, one ablaze. Wow. I don't know, I'm too much of a two-geek. I'm an old-fashioned goody two-shoes when it comes to that kind of stuff. What? No, I am a law-abiding citizen. You with the feds? I'm nerding it out. Again, I don't think Robert's gonna like it, but... Oh, really? Okay. So he disapproves of my drinking, but he likes the fact that I'm a law-abiding citizen. That's kind of strange, but okay. Weed is legal in Massachusetts. Then I'm a super law-abiding citizen. I don't know, me personally, this is just me personally. I was a goody two-shoes growing up. I never saw the appeal of doing, smoking, weed or not. Just never wanted to start something that has clinically been proven to, cause issues with your body. And I'm talking about smoking specifically, not necessarily the weed part. And I understand, it's legal, and in the grand scheme of things, one could argue that alcohol is way worse than weed, one could argue, but I just don't have any interest in it at all whatsoever. And, it was never really a thing. it wasn't really a thing for me, so I guess I'm really boring. That makes me a little boring about that kind of stuff. Robert giggles helplessly. I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor.
Hey.
Fine. I was hoping that by playing through other dates with the guys, I was hoping that I would be able to warm up to Mary more. So far, this has not led me to warm up to Mary at all. So maybe there's more to her character. I'm not seeing it yet. So far, she's definitely being super antagonistic, which is not helping her case at the moment. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. I'm glad you are. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Isn't Joseph wondering where you are? I don't know if I necessarily want to send her to Joseph. Lots of eligible bachelors around here, huh? Could you get the next round? I'll be subtle. You trying to ditch me, pal? No. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Hark wants some alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Well, I think you would rather that than your husband, Joseph. So, read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellows will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Still not liking Mary any more than before. Go with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. She's so mean girl. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. Here's my problem. Here's the issue I'm having. Mary probably has a very sympathetic side, or a sympathetic story. I mean, her marriage is falling apart, but that's not an excuse for her behavior, though. That doesn't excuse her to be this nasty to people. It explains it. I understand it, but that doesn't mean I have to condone it. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she's definitely tried to get in my pants at dance the other night, and I gestured across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at that young guy from before. It looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. No, I mean, all of the verbal abuse that she's been doing, like, since I met her, that's not harmless. Just because it's not physical doesn't mean it's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lays out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Oh man, I pegged you for one of those straight lace types. Oh, don't worry, I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you? You know it. There's so much wild in me. I have a child I need to care for. I'm gonna be so awkward at this guy. You know it. There's so much wild in me. I have a child I need to care for. Ah, well, that's a shame. Catch you around, Robert? I head home and make sure to drink a glass of water and have a multivitamin before bed. I probably made the right decision, I think. Playing hard to get with Robert. This is not going well. I don't think F. Maybe a D, because I did have him. I did get some hearts with him.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you? Oh my god. Did you actually say I'll kill you? Wow. I wonder what he says if you get an F. Wow. Knife Dad? Knife Dad? Really? Okay, Robert's scaring me right now. Wow. The game went there. Okay. I don't think anything's coming out of Robert. Alright. Wow. Okay. Yeah. If he doesn't appreciate my nerdy self, it's just not gonna work. It's not.